עולה תוך אמונה העם סגולה בואי חלה בואי חלה
You shall love Adonai with all of your heart, with all of your soul, and with all of your might. Take to heart these commandments I give you this day. Remember and tell all your children to live by my ways. Speak of them when you're home, when you're on your way, when you lie down and get up and go about your day, as a sign on your hand and upon your head. On the side of your doorposts, my commandments may always be read. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malechuto Leolam Vaed. Please remember, observe all these words that I've said, to live and be holy for years straight ahead. For I am your God, out of Egypt I led. Be holy, be righteous, remember the words that I've said. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malechuto Leolam Vaed. You shall love Adonai with all of your heart, with all of your soul, and with all of your might. Take to heart these instructions I give you this day. Remember and tell all your children to live, oh, to live and remember my ways.
like you're fading away. Just call right out, we'll find a way. From a narrow place to a wide open space. From a narrow place to a wide open.
The door of our door for generations and generations, and the door of our door, our door, our door. The door of our door for generations and generations, and the door of our door, our door, our door.
Look around the world, look around your town. Every single age is represented all around. You see them everywhere, every street, avenue or boulevard. Anywhere, any beach, any park or any yard.
The door of our door for generations and generations, and the door of our door, our door, our door.
Ecclesiastes said one generation goes and another generation arrives. He got it wrong. For years we all live side by side.
Can you lean on those who arrived here before? Can you learn from those you remember being born?
Can you see that we are all together evermore?
The door of our door for generations and generations, and Welcome to the second LA Oneg. Warmth, calm, being present, an opportunity to imagine all of the prayers that have existed in this sacred space, and a new moment to speak our own prayers into being. I'll borrow from what I said last time. An LA Oneg. What does Oneg mean? It means joy, but most people here know it by the dessert Oneg that happens after your service. So tonight, we aim to make our Sabbath prayers and songs the dessert. I've said this time we start late so that you can eat, and then you can pray, and then you can love. Sabbath prayers, like an Oneg, like dessert, are sweet and fulfilling, and they leave you always wanting more. So as we journey through this experience tonight, I ask you each to think about what brought you here today. Maybe why you would
bring someone the next time, the feelings that you feel sitting in this space. So we say good night week with a new baby in the room. How many times do you read good night moon? Well, tonight we say good night week, and we ask ourselves, how have I changed? Even though we might use melodies that are 100 years old, or melodies that have been written within the last couple of years, our Jewish words, our traditions are stable, but we are the ones who change. So we sing about how may peace be upon us. I believe we are on page 24. Shalom Aleichem. May we all feel peace in the old and in the new. Shalom Aleichem. I like to think about this little beat as like, Shabbat is coming. We haven't lit the candles yet, but sorry, that was loud. Shabbat is almost here. Jenni, can you feel it? It's like a horse galloping. Like Shabbat's almost here, right? Here we go. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Seidchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Seidchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Seidchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Yalalai, 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 So every day, in a clergy life, but in everybody's life, we get to experience new things. Funerals, bar mitzvahs, weddings. But today was a special day because Rabbi Aaron and I had the honor to welcome Shauna Zalaway into the Jewish people. I'll tell you, she has a very interesting story and was on this journey for really to validate her Judaism within herself. Her father and her grandfather are Jewish, and that was enough for me to say, you're Jewish. But Shauna took it on herself to do the studying of an amazing journey, to read. She likes to read a lot. If I had to give one fact about Shauna, that's what it would be. But to enrich herself, and it's just so beautiful to have you sitting here today, sitting with so many, I just have to say, so many people here who I love so much, and I couldn't think of a greater community right now for you to be sitting amongst. So I'm going to read a little poem that made me think of you, and then you're going to get up, we're going to sing a little Be the Light, and then you're going to light the candles. I'll go like this when you're to light the candles. So this is in dedication of Shoshana Bat, I think we're saying Guy, Shoshana Bat Jeff. Because today, as Shauna was in the mikveh waters, which are so warm and embracing, and there were lights like you see like this all around her, I couldn't but think that Shauna was a light to our community. So this is a blessing. Light is sown by the righteous, tucked into the cracks in the sidewalks, dropped in the grass, breathed into the air, left waiting for others to find. You who are upright in heart, let your deeds declare your love. Let your hands be a source of healing. Let your joy be a fountain of blessing. Rejoice in righteousness and spread holiness throughout your days. Light is sown for you to magnify in service to God's holy name. So with that, Shauna, we ask for you to help us bring in the light of Shabbat for the first time as Shoshana Bat Guy. You're going to light the candles. We're going to sing a little song, and then we're going to sing the blessing. Somebody can help her figure that one out. Go ahead. Be the light inside the darkness. Be the hope burning bright into the night. Be the voice for those who cannot raise it. Be the one who leads the way through the world's darkest days. Be the light. Be the light. Page 2. Be the light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. When days feel long and all that's left inside you are darkest days, reach for the light to guide you. A miracle of change begins with sparks of light we find within to shine. If we come close together, we will see a people strong, a shared humanity. To transform darkness into light, to lead with love instead of fight. We shine. Be the light. Try with us. Be the light. Be in the light inside the darkness. Be the hope burning bright into the night.
Burning bright into the night.
Be the voice.
Be the voice.
For those who cannot raise it.
For those who cannot trace it.
Be the one who leads the way through the world's darkest days. Be the light. Be the light. Be the light. be on page 20. Shabbat lives within us like a heartbeat, which sometimes just has to be awoken. It's not only in the moment where we face the entrance and welcome in the spirit of the Sabbath bride. It's in the moment where we invite the beauty of Shabbat to dwell in the depths of our heart. It's in the moment when we pause just enough to feel our heartbeat in our chest, in our wrists, in our head. We pause, we listen, we feel. We welcome Shabbat. Page 20, Lechadodi. Lechadodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat, nekabela. Lechadodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat, nekabela. Let me hear voices. Lechadodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat, nekabela. Lechadodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat, nekabela. Shama v'zachor b'dibur echad, hishmi'anu elam yuchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, l'shem u'tiferet ve'litila. Lechadodi,
likrat kala, penei Shabbat, nekabela. Lechadodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat, nekabela.
Verse 5. Hitoreri, hitoreri, ki ba'orech kumi uri, 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 shir daberi, vod Adonai, elayich nigla. Lechadodi,
likrat kala, penei Shabbat, nekabela. Lechadodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat, nekabela.
we rise and we welcome the Sabbath bride, both at the entrance and within ourselves. Boi v'shalom, ateret bala, nam besimcha u'sola, toch emudei am segula, boi chala, boi chala. Lechadodi, likrat kala,
penei Shabbat,
nekabela.
Lechadodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat, nekabela.
Lechadodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat, nekabela. We stay standing. We face the very close arc from Baruch Hu on page 28. Yai, lai, lai, yai, lai, 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 yai, lai, lai, yai, lai, lai, lai. Yai, lai, lai, yai, lai, 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 yai, lai, lai, yai, lai, lai, lai. Yai, lai, lai, yai, lai, 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 yai, lai, preparing for Shema on page 34. This is a poem by Rabbi Cantor. Today, I decide to turn my eyes toward wonder so that I might see the expanse before me. Today, I decide to see the possibility of my life so that I may open my mind to greatness. Today, I will do one kindness so that my heart may become more loving. Today, I will pause to consider so that my life may be more deliberate. Help me, God, to step firmly upon a path of consequence so that I may make my life a prayer of goodness and mercy, splendor and light. I ask for a life of meaning, a sense of purpose. Today, I decide. So let us decide together to recognize the massive power of whatever God is to you, an energy, a father or mother figure, a giant bird with wings. I don't know, think for a moment of what God is for you. I'll share with you that for me, God is in the miracles. God is the ability to touch my finger to my nose when I want to. God is in the ability for a woman to grow a person inside of them. And God is that mystery that we have no idea exactly what is, but we all agree on that. And so we agree that we have to live this life for something that we don't quite know what for. So that's God for me. Think about what God is for you. Page 34. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. We're going to continue on page 40. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there's no way to get from here to there except for by joining hands and marching together. Mi chamocha, page 40. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, Nora tehilot, oh seifele. We've done this a couple times, but let's try it. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha So for those of you who weren't at the first LA Oneg, we sort of discussed how these four wonderful humans, and with me, came together. Four of us did a concert last year and had so much fun. And originally we're thinking, oh, we should just get people together after Shabbat at someone's house. And then I was like, well, I want to be selfish. It needs to be in our house, Temple Emmanuel's house. But like, how could we do it so that people could come late and that musicians could come? And that's what we're working towards. We're still experimenting with this all. But when we got together, and Noam came shortly after, but when we got together, we thought, what do we want to do? We are privileged to be in a temple that will support music, and what do we want to do? And originally, you'll see on the poster, it says, a nostalgic musical experience. That came out of us sitting here singing Hine Matov and me just feeling this overwhelming sense of, this is what I sang in preschool, but it feels so different now. You have 5 people here who are dedicated to Judaism and really grew up in our own ways through this Jewish lens of music, and we each feel something special and want everybody to feel this something special. And I asked everybody here to tell me something that like made them nostalgic for their Jewish childhood. And by the way, whether you chose your Judaism or not, everybody has a Jewish childhood, right? At that beginning when you were just first discovering Judaism. Mm-hmm. And, Hine Matov was an obvious one. I'll share one later. But Danny shared with us last time how he grew up in, tell them where. Oh, you don't have, in Buenos Aires. And he was like, there's this beautiful Ufro Salenu. Had any of us you heard it? None of us had heard it. You had heard it from him. And it was so beautiful. And it was like achingly beautiful. And then he was telling us, as he came to Los Angeles, one of the first composers that he worked with and songs and stuff was Craig Taubman, and how Hashkivenu, I don't know, we're going to sing that one, how that became sort of his new Hashkivenu. Remember, Hashkivenu means, God, give us a shelter. Give us a shelter of peace. And it's easy for us to take it for granted now as I go home to my air-conditioned or heated apartment and everything's very cozy. But imagine when these prayers were written and people perhaps were living not in these safe neighborhoods. They had to trust that they could go to sleep and something from the wilderness or Mother Earth wasn't going to hurt them. And the trust they had to put in God to say, God, shelter me with peace while I am able to rest. And so both of these are representations not only of that, but of this nostalgic, achingly Jewish childhood. So we're going to continue first with Craig Taubman's Hashkivenu, which many people think is Mi Sinai. They're surprised when I tell them that Craig wrote it in the 70s or 80s. And then we're going to transition to this gorgeous Ufro Salenu. I have to get the name. Oh, it just says arranged by Daniel Raijman. But it was Malberger. We're going to have to do some research, but I think everybody will really enjoy it. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom vehamidenu shomreinu lechaim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom vehamidenu shomreinu lechaim Amin. Hill or something in Buenos Aires. That's what I was just imagining. Candles are burning in the window. There's a family praying for peace as they go to sleep at night. And this is the melody that comes out of their Jewish souls. Ufros aleinu sukkot shlomecha. Ufros aleinu sukkot shlomecha. Baruch atah Adonai haporech sukkot shalom aleinu ve'al amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al Yerushalayim. Amen. Thing I love about Jewish music is it makes you appreciate this ancient liturgy in so many different ways on a random Friday night that you feel something different. We're going to rise for Adonai Sephatai for our Amidah on page 46. We're going to sing these 2 lines together, and then you'll take some time for your own silent meditation. I would love for you to think about this space, the mood you feel, perhaps where you were last week. We didn't really reflect on our week, so take some time to think about what brought you here today. So we're at Adonai Sephatai on page 46. Perhaps you don't know exactly what words you want to pray, and that's why King David said, God, open up my heart. Help me find the words that my lips may praise you. Perhaps you stand here tonight and you do not know what to pray for. Let your mind wander. Let God help you find the words. I hope becomes a beloved song of Oneg, something that brings a lot of Jewish nostalgia back to my family, back to my days at Camp Swig. This is Heart of Mine by Cantor Marcia Atty, who is the cantor, one of 2 cantors at Congregation Emmanuel in San Francisco. She sang this many times to me in my cabin as we go to sleep at night. She sang it at one of my nephew's brisses, one of my nephew's bar mitzvahs, and I think this is what helped me fall in love with Judaism. You're gonna learn it and start singing as the choruses go by, I promise. Oh, heart of mine, lost and find my home is sometimes near and sometimes far. It's always changing. Oh, heart of mine, take the time to feel the sadness. Love is always near. It seems they go together. The walls are coming down and down and down, and life is going round and round and round, and love it will be found and found and found. It's all inside of you. Oh, moon of mine, to see you shine is like as if to wish upon a star. I'm so glad to see you. Oh, moon of mine, the night is time for love and wonder spread across the sky. What would we do without you? The walls are coming down and down and down, and love is going round and round and round, and love it will be found and found and found. It's all inside of you. Oh, a friend of mine, eyes that shine and help me feel that I am not alone. How can I ever thank you? Oh, friend of mine, space nor time will break the bond that holds my heart with yours. I will always love you. The walls are coming down and down and down, and life is going round and round and round, and love it will be found. Love it will be found and found and found. It's all inside of you. Let's go back to the walls are coming down and down. They were just getting it. The walls are coming down and down, and life is going round, and life is going round and round, and love it will be found. Love it will be found and found and found. It's all inside of you. All inside of you. All inside of you. All inside of you. It's time now that we take a moment to pray for everyone who needs healing. It's a lot of people these days. We're definitely in a world where we don't only focus on those who need physical prayers. I'm okay, by the way. But those who can't be present tonight, either in person physically or even you're here and spiritually you might be hurting. We pray for you. We pray pray for those of you who have loved ones. So this is a different prayer for healing, but I would like to take names first. I'm going to read our list that have been requested, and then please share your names. If you're online, I will try and catch your names. Oh, there we go. So Misha Berach, prayer for healing for Charles Ehrenberg, for Esther Batya, Donna Berg, John Claude Bertet, Lester Boxer, Eitan Chaim, Woody Clark, Jay Clement, Iris and Gordon Cutler, Eliana Batsara, Judy Fenton, Erica Fernbach, Dee Friedman, Patty Goodman, Andy Hale, Helene Hale, Lorry Haynes, Jeremy Hutchings, Naomi Bat Chaim, Ishai Ubrana, Kathy Javor, Dora Kamara, Lida Katyan, Sis Klein, Russell Kunk, Sheila Merowitz, Kathleen, Agnes McCarthy, Ofer Nissenbaum, Warren Roston, Taylor Rubin, Jessica Schulman Rana, Lindy Sobel, Marvin Sobel, Ilan Tamir, Harava Harona Batsvia Yosef, Paula Warner, Sonia Ann Weggy, Dr. Mark Weiss, Yehudit Bat Nachama Ben Mordechai, and Howard Selico. Please say the names loudly. If you're online and you put in names, I'll try and read them at the end. I don't see them yet. So these words come from the Torah when Miriam broke out in perhaps some leprosy. But Moses said, El Narafan Allah, prayer. It's our first prayer for healing. And but you'll get some English so that you can hear it all.
A perfect healing.
Bring peace to all our days.
Bring peace to all our days. Strength of body.
Help clarify our mind.
Help clarify our mind.
Refresh
refresh our tired spirit.
Rejuvenate our light.
Rejuvenate our life.
Thank you for all these blessings.
Thank you for all these blessings.
Throughout our days and nights.
Throughout the days and nights.
We celebrate the journey.
We celebrate the journey.
This precious gift of life.
This precious gift of life.
We move into our closing prayers. A little different order tonight. We're going to continue with Kaddish, page 294. We're going to close our service with two songs. One is Retzei, Adonai Eloheinu. This beautiful version by Julie Silver. It's all about how we want our prayers that we've just spent the last hour putting out there, we hope that they've been heard so that we may be encouraged to sing more and more. And then we'll close with Oseh Shalom, because every service has to close with a prayer for peace, in the hope that we might have some peace one of these days. So if there is anyone here, first of all, if you are at home, you'll see a list of the names of those being remembered in our community in just a moment on the screen. If you are here and you're within Shloshim, please rise. That's the first 30 days after the passing of a loved one. Please rise and share their names. As a community, for those who have passed in the last 4 weeks, we remember Bruce Goodman, Morris Baum, Doris Lasner, Ruth Karp, and Carol Hyman. And if you are within 1 year, please rise and share the names. We also remember Trudy Bird, Jacob Carnow, Daniel David Rappaport, Simon Van Dam, and Gertrude Wallen. If there's anybody who has any other names, please rise and share them. Let's see if anybody. Please rise as a community. We are on page 294 for Kaddish Yatom. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach yuteh ve'amlich malchuteh, ve'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah v'varach le'olam olamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha barichu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, Damiran Be'alma V'imru Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya. V'chayim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Osei Shalom B'mromav. Hu Ya'aseh Shalom. Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel V'imru Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all of Israel, to which we say, Amen. You may be seated. Please join us. Rabbi Aaron will be in here tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for Shabbat morning at Emmanuel. I will be at Shabbat in the park with Jason Meshes. So if you have any little friends, please bring them. Jason's the best. And we're heading into a week of Thanksgiving. So, I can only see online that they're putting up the posters. I'm sorry that you guys can't see them. But I want to say so many thanks to our musical team here. Noam Israeli, Lorry Black, new father of that baby. You cannot touch the baby, but the baby is here. Do not touch, baby's not touch. Our wonderful Jenni Asher, who's also going to lead services with Rabbi Aaron a week from Saturday. It's her turn. I'm going to be sleeping. No. and Danny Raijman. So happy to have all of you guys here. I'm the most fortunate one because I get to work with you guys, and I'm really, really fulfilled. So thank you for everyone who came. We will continue to be here the third Friday of the month, even though the November, December hit on like holidays, but it's okay. We'll still be here. But we're going to sing Retzeh. Actually, if you want to follow, I can give you a page number. Oh, I found Bar Mitzvah Simon Mason. That's not going to help you. Hold on. It's in the Amidah. We are on, no, I'm in the morning. I'm sorry, hold on. And then we're going to close. Actually, I want to say we're going to close with an Osei Shalom that Danny wrote when he was over at Sinai Temple, and I love honoring his music, so very happy. Hold on, I'm sorry. Here we go. I want you to know what you're singing. So it always helps a little bit. All right, we're in the 50s. We're in the 50s. Go to the 50s. There we go. Page 56. So as I said, if you look at that English, you'll now know what this prayer is about. Find favor, Adonai, with your people Israel and with all of us, and accept our prayers in love. We just want our prayers to be accepted. Right, Jenni? Yeah. And then we'll continue with Osei Shalom, which is 2 pages later, but a new Osei Shalom that Danny wrote. Retzeh Adonai Eloheinu Be'amcha Yisrael. God, accept my prayers with love. Retzeh Adonai Eloheinu Be'amcha Yisrael. Yeah, watch Jenni. She's teaching you how to sing it. Utefilatam, utefilatam, be'ahava tekabel. Retzeh Adonai Eloheinu be'amcha Yisrael. Israel Amecha Retzei Adonai Eloheinu Ve'amcha Israel Retzei Adonai Eloheinu Ve'amcha Israel. One more Retzei. Retzei Adonai Eloheinu Ve'amcha Israel. Feel free to put your arms around each other, to rise if you want. You do not need to. Danny's going to teach us, so say shalom. Oh, say shalom, shalom. Oh, say shalom. Bimromav. Repeat after us. Oh, say shalom, shalom. Oh, say shalom. Bimromav. Uyaseh shalom aleinu ve'alko Yisrael. Ve'imru amen. Ve'imru amen. Oh, say shalom.
Shalom.
Oh, say shalom. Bimromav. Oh, say shalom.
Shalom.
Oh, say shalom. Bimromav. Uyaseh shalom aleinu ve'alko Shabbat shalom. Hope that you go home and the vibrations of this sound take you right to bed.